Claude now puts an invisible watermark in everything it writes. Not a logo, not a tag in a corner. It's woven into the choice of words themselves. And it travels with the text when you copy and paste it somewhere else. So in the next 3 minutes, I'm going to be breaking down what it actually is, how it works, and what it changes for you, your brand, and your business. All out of Anthropic's own documentation, which I will link in the comments. Because the most useful sentence in the documentation is this one. A detected mark means Claude was involved. It doesn't necessarily mean it wrote it. Normally when a model picks a word, a random number generator makes the call of which option fits. Watermarking swaps that out. A cryptographic key plus a handful of words that came before decides which words get chosen. The text reads completely normal, but the sequence of choices carries a signal. And a detector holding that key can check whether or not that looks like something Claude would say. It's built on SynthID, which Google DeepMind published in Nature, and Anthropic has been upfront about it that the fact they did not invent this. Image and design files get something different. Signed C2P metadata, the industry provenance standard. It runs on the model level, so it's everywhere. The apps, the API, Claude Code, Claude Cowork. The driver is the EU transparency laws, but the rollout is global. So here's the part worth knowing. The watermark lives in arbitrary choices. So when there's less choices to be made, the watermark is less prominent. Additionally, it's sparser on factual writing. And in Anthropic's own words, code carries less watermark than in other forms of text. Short passages are weak for the same reason. Confidence climbs with length. Light editing probably leaves it in place. A complete rewrite where every word is replaced removes it. Translation, however, keeps it because every word is rewritten by Claude. File metadata is the fragile one. A screenshot strips it, so does saving it in another format. And the detection API isn't out yet, so marks are being laid out, but nobody can read them. For individuals, if you use Claude to proofread your own writing, that writing carries a mark. Processing and authorship are not the same claim, and only one of them are being recorded. For businesses, this is 2 obligations rather than 1, and it took me a second to separate them. Marking output is the provider's job, and Anthropic has just done theirs. Marking AI-generated text is the deployer's job, and that one is yours. The EU rules have carved out an exemption where the human reviews the content, and a named person holds editorial responsibility of that content, which means the work here isn't finding a way around the watermark, it's being able to say who read it before it actually went out into the world. The detection API is the part that changes everything, and it's not out just yet. Until this ships, this is a paperwork problem rather than a technology one. But as for my opinion, I think this is massive for the art and music space, where I think I personally draw the line. But when it comes to general business operations, I don't think it's affecting anyone anytime soon. If you want to read more into it, I'll put a document in the comments.